Today is part 3 of our Highly Sensitive Person video series, where I share 8 amazing benefits that our sensitivity offers us. If you missed the other ones, you can find them in the description box. So get ready to feel the love in about 3, 2, 1. I'm still learning to embrace my sensitivity instead of hiding it away or crossing my own boundaries, because it's so easy to talk down to ourselves and to focus on the negatives. Sometimes we feel that as a highly sensitive person, we are almost doomed to struggle. We think, why can't I be like this person more? Or why are things so difficult for me sometimes? And we can even start to dislike our sensitive nature, which means disliking a very big part of who we are. And these kind of thoughts don't make us feel very good. But our sensitivity can also be a huge blessing, and in this video I want us to talk about it from that point of view, about all the benefits it has for us. If you want to share your story, please go ahead and do so in the comment section. Small disclaimer, our sensitive trait makes us really good at some things, whereas people who are not as sensitive are really good at other things. So I'm not saying that one is better than the other. Also, I'm not saying that only HSPs have these traits or these qualities. I'm just saying that we tend to have them a bit more often. And I know that there will be at least some in this list that really apply to you. Let's begin. Because of our trait, or what they call sensory processing sensitivity, we are strongly affected by things. We see and feel it all, and this allows us to experience the richness of life through all our feelings and emotions. Not everyone gets to experience the world at the same level. There are people who pass by something beautiful and barely even take notice, or they see something and they think it's kind of cool, but they don't experience that same intense happiness that you feel when you see the same thing. Now this has two sides, because as a highly sensitive person, even stepping outside can break our heart if we see something unpleasant. But on the other hand, we also get to feel the good stuff deeply. I allow myself to get super excited by something silly or to get swept away by beautiful music. I can't hold it in. It makes my life so much more rich and flavorful and exciting. As highly sensitive people, we have a very strong ally, and that ally is our intuition. We know things without knowing how we know them. This is because we pick up on so many subtleties and nuances around us that on a subconscious level we are taking in a ton of information. And this turns into an inner voice that lets us know that we are in a situation we don't like, that's not good for us. Or it guides us to our vocation because it lets us know where we feel good and enthusiastic, just as I have found this channel. It can be really overwhelming to take in all these details, but you can trust your inner voice. Our decisions are often very informed, and if we take a risk, there's often something that tells us what to do. Which leads me to number 3, we are very quick to notice things with a very high level of detail. We notice subtle smells, the texture of clothing, subtle distinctions between colors and shapes, or a change in someone's facial expression. This often makes our work of very high quality, which can lead to many compliments at work. Be careful of your perfectionist though. If you notice all these details, they don't have to all be 100% perfect. This attention to subtle detail can be very helpful. For example, when there are signs of possible danger or unhealthy situations, we see them immediately and we can take action early on. Conscientiousness. Conscientiousness is needed and important, and everyone benefits from it. We are careful, vigilant, and we think through the consequences of our actions. Imagine a household where no one thinks things through. It would be pretty chaotic. This also allows us to focus easily and concentrate very deeply, especially if there are not too many distractions around. When I sit down to write a script for a video, I can concentrate very easily, and before I know it, an hour has passed, the script is finished, and I can already trust it because it's good enough that I don't need to revisit it later. I'm going to take a quick break from our list here to ask you guys a question, because part 4 of this series will be a very special HSP Q&A video. So if you have any questions for me, anything HSP related, please ask them down below in the comments so I can collect them and answer them in the next video. Okay, let's get on with the list. When we feel comfortable in our current environment, we can easily connect with other people, and we prefer conversations of substance, and this helps us to strengthen and deepen our relationships with others. We can easily relate to what other people are going through, and we can show great understanding, and this helps people feel at ease around us. Highly sensitive people are often very creative, even if they don't know this about themselves. And there are many creative people in the world who are celebrated for their sensitivity, like artists, musicians, writers, actors. The art in the world is largely thanks to highly sensitive people. And this can be a big outlet for us. It allows us to express our deep and powerful thoughts, emotions, and experiences. It can relieve stress and anxiety, though many of us don't feel confident enough to pursue this part of themselves. But we can be creative in all kinds of ways, so if you've never done anything like that before, try it and see what happens. We are often very good at making things pretty and pleasant, and we can easily feel what others need to make it pleasant for them. So think about decorating, for example, or taking a piece of text and turning it into a very readable article. My boyfriend loves the sandwiches that I make because even though he uses the exact same ingredients, if I make them, they just look better and they taste better. Highly sensitive people often self-reflect more and more deeply. Some people journal, some people just sit quietly with their thoughts, and this allows us to have a very deep understanding of ourselves, to cope better with our feelings and our reactions, and to learn from our experiences. It is in our nature to look, listen, and observe, and we are more likely to apply what we've learned from past experiences in the future. I hope this video made you feel good about your sensitive trait. Please share it with anyone you know who is also highly sensitive, because I would like this message to reach as many people as possible. I think it's so important to see these benefits and not just the struggles. So share your story down below, subscribe if you haven't already for weekly videos, and have a wonderful day.